Before there was the United States, there were Americans fighting for its creation, heroes who believed in something not yet built. As the United States marks 250 years, Arlington National Cemetery honors the early patriots later laid to rest here, whose sacrifices still echo across these grounds. In a nation constantly moving forward, it's important to pause, reflect, and look back to the beginning, remembering those who gave their lives so the nation could be born. Arlington National Cemetery is the final resting place for 11 veterans of the American Revolution. While initially laid to rest elsewhere, these 11 Revolutionary War veterans were later moved to Arlington through the efforts of family members, patriotic groups, and the federal government. These burials reflect Arlington's emergence as a national place of honor and remembrance, a sacred site that commemorates the history of the American military and the story of our nation. Among these earliest heroes is a sailor, Seaman John Follin.
At around 17, Follin enlisted in the Continental Navy to fight for a nation still being born. His service was cut short when his ship was destroyed and he was captured by the British. For 3 years, Follin endured harsh conditions as a prisoner of war in England, Gibraltar, and on a British warship. Yet Follin never wavered in his commitment to his nation, neither as a prisoner of war nor in his old age. He consistently put the nation's interests and needs above his own. He refused a pension for his service, and his sons went on to serve in the military. Today, Follin rests here as the only Continental Navy sailor buried at Arlington, an enduring symbol of the sacrifice and resilience of America's earliest patriots. As we remember Follin, we honor the young people during the Revolution who demonstrated a lifelong dedication to defend the ideals of the nation that they helped establish.
Colonel William Russell entered military service of the new United States in December of 1776 as the colonel of the 13th Virginia Regiment. He went on to command several units, leading Patriot soldiers at the battles of Brandywine, Germantown, and Monmouth. During the siege of Charleston, South Carolina in May of 1780, Russell and his garrison surrendered to the British, who took them to the West Indies as prisoners of war. Later, after being freed in a prisoner exchange, he rejoined the Continental Army and witnessed the British surrender in Yorktown of October of 1781. When Russell returned home, his neighbors celebrated his service by renaming Russell County, Virginia in his honor. He served in the Virginia Senate and was the original member of the Society of Cincinnati, a prestigious Revolutionary War veterans organization founded in 1783 by officers of the Continental Army. His legacy reflects not only the steadfast wartime service, but also how later generations choose to remember him. Today, his grave stands as a symbol of the nation's earlier soldiers' sacrifice and patriotism, and as a reminder that the foundations of freedom were built by individuals whose dedication spanned both war and peace.
Captain James McCubbin Lingan, a Continental Army officer during the Revolutionary War, served in the Maryland and Virginia Rifle Regiment. In November 1776, Lingan fought in the Battle of Fort Washington, Manhattan, New York. A bayonet pierced his chest and he was captured by the British. He endured 3.5 years as a prisoner of war. After the war, he served in Congress and, like Russell, became a founding member of the Society of the Cincinnati. George Washington Parke Custis, the owner of Arlington Plantation, delivered the eulogy at Lingan's funeral in Georgetown. As George Washington's step-grandson, Custis' role in the ceremony connected Lingan to the Revolutionary War generation and highlighted his importance in the early republic. Nearly 100 years later, Lingan was reinterred at Arlington National Cemetery on the land that had previously been owned by Custis. Lingan was an American patriot who believed deeply in the ideas of the Declaration of Independence and the freedoms guaranteed by the Constitution. He fought for those principles twice in his life, first as a young officer in the Revolutionary War, and later at the cost of his life while defending freedoms of speech and the press in 1812.
Together, these stories demonstrate the nation's long-standing commitment to honoring its earliest service members, remembering those who helped secure American independence. Thousands of grave sites, each one telling a story of service and sacrifice. Graves of warfighters like Seaman Follin, Colonel Russell, and Captain Lingan are a reminder that this journey of America started with individuals. Individuals who chose to stand up for something greater than themselves. As we commemorate 250 years of history, they are a reminder that Arlington is a place where Americans have consciously chosen to honor those whose service and sacrifices helped define the nation's founding ideals. We're incredibly honored to be able to share their legacy with you today, here at Arlington National Cemetery.